Deadly letters. Anna was in a deep sleep, dreaming something beautiful, and she smiled a little. It must have been a wonderful dream, thought Thomas, who had sat at the edge of her bed. He took a strand of her hair between his fingers and let it slowly glide over his skin. "You are so beautiful and so innocent. I could watch you sleep all night, but I don't have time for that today, my love. But soon I will be with you every night, then you will belong only to me. First, I need to prepare a few things so that you will want to be with me too. Now, my love, I will let you sleep a little longer. Soon you will understand." Thomas stood up, leaned over Anna's face, and gave her a light kiss on the cheek. "Soon, my little beauty, very soon." Then he placed a pink envelope on Anna's nightstand and quietly left her apartment. Anna woke up as soon as the alarm clock gave its first beep. She had always been easy to wake, but this night she had slept through and felt really rested. This is going to be a good day, she thought and stretched her hands. She was about to get up and take a shower before going to the office when she noticed the envelope on her nightstand. She was sure she hadn't put it there herself. How did a letter get on her nightstand? She was sure she had locked the door last night and the key was in the lock. She had been doing this since a few burglaries had occurred nearby. She got up and went straight to the door. It was locked, and the key was turned sideways. That meant no one could have gotten in, but how did the letter get to her? She went back to the bedroom and opened the letter. "Hello, Anna. Before I explain everything to you, it is important that you read the letter completely and understand everything. If necessary, read it twice until you have internalized everything. For days now, I have been spending every night with you, watching you sleep. It is a wonderful feeling to be with you, even though you didn't know about it until today. But I want to change that from today. I have chosen you and want you to belong only to me." Anna dropped the letter in shock, stood up, and ran through the apartment. But it was still locked, and the windows were closed. How was it possible for someone to get into her apartment and secretly watch her sleep? She thought about what she should do: call the police, or talk to her friend at the office first. Jana had always had good advice for her when she needed help. Then she remembered the letter again. She was supposed to read it completely to understand it. She went back to the room and picked up the letter from the floor. There was nothing more on the first page that interested her. A few meaningless declarations of love for which she had no interest. So she read the second page and was immediately shocked again. "Dear Anna, here are a few rules you must follow from today on. First, you must not tell anyone about us, and I mean absolutely no one. No police, no family, and no friends. Rule number 2, you must follow all my instructions without question. Rule number 3, disobedience will be punished with the life for which you are responsible. I know you might think this is just a tasteless joke, but it is not. You can see how serious I am if you look out the window and across the street. The man there had been secretly watching you through the window for a long time, and I do not tolerate that. He was punished for it. See for yourself, it should already be in progress." Anna stood up and pushed the curtain aside a little. Outside, all hell had broken loose: police, ambulance, and a funeral director's car. She immediately realized the man was dead. He had to die just because he had been watching her through the window. Anna knew about him, but he was harmless. Every time she met him on the street, he had greeted her kindly and quickly walked away. He was simply infatuated with her, but he had never tried anything. Anna read the end of the letter. "I hope you just understood. From today on, you belong to me alone. I'll give you all the freedom you want, but only as long as you follow my rules. That means you can take a shower now and then make yourself breakfast like you did every other day. Just don't forget that you're not allowed to talk to anyone about it in the office either. I think you now understand the consequences. I hope you have a nice day and I'll visit you again this evening. You're coming home, aren't you? I think you are my good little Anna." Anna sat down on the bed and didn't know what to do. What should she do? She knew he was watching her, so she couldn't talk to anyone directly. She had another idea, but she had to approach it very carefully. Not at home and not in the office. She took a shower and then went to work. She couldn't think about breakfast, she just felt sick. She worked all day. Her friend only greeted her briefly and told herself that she wasn't feeling so well today, which was true. But she didn't want to put anyone in danger just because she had spoken to him. Then she had another idea. In the forest, yes of course, he couldn't follow her in the forest without giving himself away. She took a small sticky note and just wrote, 6 p.m. jogging in our forest, and stuck it on Jana's screen. Then she apologized to her boss and went home a little early to calm down. If it was at all possible, but she wanted to have as little contact with his friend in the office as possible. At home she had found a note on the table. You forgot your breakfast. Anna knew what to do. She had to play along. I know, she said half aloud. She knew he could hear her. I wasn't hungry, but you'll understand that I have to get used to it. Am I supposed to be a good girl for you? Okay, I will, but give me a little time. I'm going to cook myself some lunch now, and I hope you like it. If you want it differently, all you have to do is tell me. After dinner, she tidied everything up and then put on her sweatpants and a tight shirt. I want to go jogging in the evening, I hope you don't mind. Anna was just about to go out the door when her phone rang. It was the office. The boss had the numbers of all the employees for emergencies, of course, but he's never called her before. Hello, she said after picking up and asked straight on because she recognized her boss. Mr. Wagner, what's wrong? You've never called me after work before. I'm also very sorry to call you, but I have to ask you to take the day off tomorrow. We had an accident at work in the office and now the building is full of police, doctors and so on. Mr. Wagner, what happened? It's best if I tell you, said your boss sadly. Your colleague Jana tripped on the stairs and was fatally injured in the fall. No, Anna screamed into the phone. She was my best friend. I know, Anna, take a day off and we'll see each other after the weekend. Anna sank to the floor. She had to think about Jana. Was it really her fault now? She knew what had triggered it, the little note on the screen. She wanted to talk to her while jogging. Anna sat there and cried. She cried until she had no more strength and fell asleep on the floor. Thomas came to Anna and picked her up from the floor. He carried her to bed. He took off her shoes and sweatpants and then covered her up. Sleep, my little Anna, everything will be fine. I know I had to teach you a hard lesson, but I think you will obey me now. He stroked her cheek and then kissed her on the forehead. Thomas watched Anna all night. Every now and then he went through the apartment and prepared his cameras and microphones so that he had the best sound and the best picture when he was not in the apartment. Then he changed the cartridge with the sleeping gas that was installed in the bed and left the apartment. But not without leaving a new letter on the bedside table. Anna woke up, but she still felt tired and not really rested. She thought about what had happened the day before and didn't know what to do. Her best friend paid with her life just because she didn't obey. Does she want to obey him? Does she even have a choice? She saw the next letter on her nightstand. She reached out for it and then opened it. My dear Anna. Yesterday wasn't our best day, but today everything will be better. I thought that since you have an involuntary day off, you should make use of it too. How about shopping? With the enclosed card you can fulfill any wish. And no, the card owner cannot be traced, it is only for you. Have a nice day, I will be with you again in the evening. Anna didn't know if not shopping was considered disobedience, so she got up, showered and got ready to go out. It wasn't really fun, but she didn't want to forgive him. She kept thinking, 2 people have already died because of her. Can she handle any more? She didn't want any more friends or neighbors to die. Is your own freedom worth that much? She walked aimlessly through the city. She hadn't bought anything so far. What would he do if she came home and hadn't bought anything? Will he punish her for this? Or rather someone? She stopped at a shop window, a decent shop. If she has satisfied him, he might reward her. She didn't know why, but she hoped that this would win her favor. She went in and picked out the most sensual, erotic and shortest nightgown that could be found in the shop. She has decided that she will be the most beautiful, clever and richest slave there has ever been. And she will do so until she can expose him and hold him accountable. She is a woman, and with a woman's weapons she will defeat him. Anna didn't get home until late in the afternoon. She was no longer afraid. She knew that she would finish him off at some point. She opened the door to her bedroom and immediately saw that he was already there. On her bedside table was not only a new letter, but also a beautiful bouquet of roses. They were blue roses. As blue as her eyes. She read the letter. My dear Anna. Thank you, I'll like this tonight. I hope you'll wear it for me. You can bet on that, Anna thought. Yes, I will. I've decided to accept you, but I want you to prove to me that you really love me. I'm a young woman and I have needs. Are you a man and can you satisfy them? We'll see, tonight is ours. She gave him a smile. She knew that it didn't matter which way she smiled, he would see it. I'm going to take a shower now, you're coming with me, right?